My team. I try to do my best. It's all. In a few years you can be a manager and you can do it.
Brilliantly done and put in. The move on Lise on one of those runs for Carl. Great touch. Leonard.
Right up, lets it go. Finds that top corner, and that could be a goal. That sends City on the way to defending.
We all know him to be an amazing coach, a history maker, but do we know his story? Do we understand his tactics? From failing at Burnley to breaking records. This is his story. Bayern Munich have tormented teams and scored goals, but their in-game tactics are something even deeper. Bayern appear to start in a 4-2-3-1, but when the ball is kicked, everything changes. It becomes a 3-1-6. How does everything change? How are there 10 men forward? How is Harry Kane in the midfield? How is Harry Kane scoring? How is Harry Kane defending? All of this is built on just one tactic. And to perfectly understand it, let me take you back in time. It's May 6, 2019. Manchester City are facing Leicester. Look at the table. It's absolute chaos. Liverpool had played 37 games and were top with 94 points. And Manchester City were second with 92 points. This match could change everything. They could be at the top of the table. Field chances, missed opportunities. But wait, in the 70th minute, something extraordinary happened.
My name is Vidika Matsumu. I'm from India. When I saw that Vincent Kompany score, I was in shock. His goal went I was like, what just happened? Wonderful goal. That goal made Man City the winners of the Premier League. It was a good goal.
A banger into the top corner of the net. Manchester City are the Premier League champions. The captain carried them to victory. What just happened? That season, Manchester City won a treble, but just a day after winning the FA Cup, Vincent Kompany said his goodbyes. He was leaving Manchester City. 11 years, 360 appearances, 4 Premier Leagues, 2 FA Cups, and 4 League Cups. He was saying goodbye, but something stayed with him: Pep Guardiola's tactics. It's February 10, 2024. Bayern Munich are facing Bayer Leverkusen. Everything is on this match.
To get the ball back, and does from Teller. He can pounce on this one. Might be onto something. Being forced wide, and he's on his own. He has a goal.
Bayern were beaten 3-0, and this wasn't the beginning. This was their third consecutive loss. What was going wrong? Reports said the players and management were not fully aligned. Everything seemed wrong, and unsurprisingly, Thomas Tuchel was sacked. The selection process began.
Xabi Alonso said no. Julian Nagelsmann, he said no. Ralf Rangnick, he said no. Hansi Flick, he also said no. Roberto De Zerbi said no. Eric Ten Hag, the bald-headed man, he said no. Zinedine Zidane, guess what? He said no.
Zinedine Zidane, all these guys said no. But back in England, the Premier League drew to a close, and a team of interest was Burnley. Their Premier League season drew to a close, and it was obvious that these guys were getting relegated. Several issues under manager Vincent Kompany became obvious. His system was to play from the back, hold on to possession, start with a 4-3-3, and just when the ball was kicked, everything would change to a 3-3-1 with a high press and high defensive lines. All these things were the very things he took from Pep Guardiola, but he failed at Burnley, and then he was having problems with his players.
Test me! Don't test me! I'm enough moaning!
Everything was going wrong for Burnley, and like a shock, Bayern Munich went for him.
Great personality, great to interview, did a great press conference today, but he's the sixth choice at Bayern Munich. They tried 5 coaches before him. There is nothing in Vincent Kompany's football career as a coach that I see that tells me that this is the right man for Bayern Munich.
Vincent Kompany put pen to paper and immediately became official. Bayern Munich's new head coach was Vincent Kompany, and immediately everything began changing with new signings.
Relied heavily on Füllkrug and Buchs last season. Now there's a big hole in the Werder Bremen defence, and Leroy Sané making that run unchallenged. And now Harry Kane for Bayern. That is classic Harry Kane.
Bayern Munich won the match 4-0, and it became clear this guy stuck with his Burnley tactics. Play 4-2-3-1 at the start, then morph into a 2-4-4 or even a 3-1-6. It was fluid, and once again, Neuer became a super keeper. But it didn't end there. He led Bayern Munich to 16 consecutive wins in the Bundesliga. He began tormenting teams. But one moment that could change everything came. The moment that literally gave him the job last season. Bayern Munich versus Bayer Leverkusen.
Force wide, and he's on his own. He has a goal.
Again, Bayern Munich came out victorious. They would Bayer Leverkusen 3-0, and suddenly it became clear that his tactics actually had the chance. But little did anyone know that the same tactics Bayern Munich were beaten 4-1, a devastating loss. But just before this, they were beaten 1-0 by Aston Villa. The defensive line that once helped them, the same fluidity that they were hyped about, became the very reason for their losses. It's December 14, 2024. Bayern Munich are facing Bayer Leverkusen. This could turn things around for them, but
allowed to progress and wrap that left foot around it. There's the break. It comes close.
Bayern Munich lost 1-0 to Bayer Leverkusen. Again, the same high pressing style, the same high defensive line, the same fluidity that had guided them to this point became the very reason for their downfall. But just soon after, they became unstoppable. The noises disappeared, and soon enough, Bayern Munich lifted the trophy. Vincent Kompany lifted the trophy. The same trophy that Pep Guardiola, the guy whose tactic he has modified, had lifted. It was this same trophy that Vincent Kompany lifted. Soon enough, the transfer window began. Jonathan Tah, Luis Diaz, Nicolas Jackson on loan. But with these players, it was better to slightly tweak the system. Vincent Kompany adjusted some things, and the entire plan became clear. It's August 22, 2025. Bayern Munich are facing RB Leipzig. The match ended 6-0, but it did not end there. Wins upon wins, 16 consecutive wins. But now, the modified tactics are clear. They are built on the previous year's tactics. Vincent Kompany has increased the collective involvement in the build-up and is now relying more on positional rotations. Harry Kane, for instance, has become more versatile, transitioning from a pure finisher to a version who drops deeper like a false nine to facilitate link-up play. This draws defenders out of possession and opens up space for the wingers, Olise and Diaz to attack. Kimmich is more involved in ball retention. Neuer is now the sweeper keeper who waits forwards. Now everything seems to make sense. Now there's a clear structure. Now the results are wonderful. From a failure of a coach.
There is nothing in Vincent Kompany's football career as a coach that I see that tells me that this is the right man for Bayern Munich.
Now because
Get in! Come on! Get in! Yes!